Not a new abuse allegation is surfacing from when it was called Zorro Ranch. A former assistant to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein now coming forward describing years of what she called abuse and manipulation.
She spoke to the committee for a number of hours. The transcript will be made public.
That closed-door congressional testimony exposing more claims about reported abuse in New Mexico involving both Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Reporter Aaliyah Chavez joins us after tracking this developing story all day.
Yeah, good evening to you. We're still waiting for the full transcript from that hearing, but tonight those new details are emerging. As you just mentioned, a new woman is now saying she was abused at Zorro Ranch, also indicating there are more victims. Former Jeffrey Epstein assistant Sarah Kellen telling lawmakers Thursday, he groomed me, sexually and psychologically abused me, controlled me, manipulated me, dominated me, and gaslit me until I could no longer tell which thoughts were mine and which were his. That's according to a copy of her testimony obtained by ABC News. New Mexico Representative Melanie Stansbury was one of the few people in the room for that closed-door session.
One of the questions I asked was about her own abuse and whether it happened at the ranch, to which she answered yes.
The abuse began when she was 21 years old, she said, also alleging that Epstein's former associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was directly involved. Stansbury said she asked Kellen about the 64-year-old's potential move to a lower security prison.
And whether or not she felt that was fair, to which she answered no. When asked why, she said she abused me. And she also said she believed that Maxwell turned Epstein into the monster he became.
Kellen is one of several women, including Virginia Giuffre and Annie Farmer, who have alleged abuse at Zorro Ranch. Lawmakers say, based on testimony, there may be even more.
She did identify that other victims were abused at the ranch, other girls were abused at the ranch.
State Representative Andrea Romero, who is leading New Mexico's Truth Commission into Epstein, says she worked with Stansbury to ask Kellen if any abuse happened in New Mexico.
She also indicated that Jeffrey Epstein traveled back to the ranch at least once a year, every August.
Romero says Kellen had been on the commission's radar after her name appeared in the Epstein files, now inviting her to speak with investigators here.
So I hope that she sees New Mexico as a resource, but certainly somebody that we'd love to talk to, yes.
Kellen, who is now 47, was previously the subject of a criminal investigation, claiming she was an accomplice in Epstein's acts, but she has never been charged. That's due in part to her own allegations against Epstein.
And Aaliyah, the timing of this new allegation comes just weeks before the Truth Commission will meet. When is that first hearing?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That first hearing is Monday, June 1st. It's open to everyone in New Mexico. You can attend in person at the Roundhouse at 2 p.m. and I'm told there will be a virtual option as well.
And now with these new developments, Aaliyah, what will that agenda be?
Well, Representative Romero tells me she wants to help the public understand what the Truth Commission is charged with finding and what exactly they're looking into, as well as timelines into their work.
Aaliyah, thank you. Well, more than 1 million documents about Epstein have been made public, and New Mexico appears in thousands of them. Target 7 combed through hundreds of them to find the ties between the convicted sex offender and our state. The Secrets of Zorro Ranch is on our YouTube page and on our website.